second part of converting OBJ models to a format that Desmos can understand. If you haven't seen the first part, I'll have a link to it in the description. And what I have open right now is a so we still have the setup folder with everything we need to convert 3D coordinates into the equivalent 2D projection onto this window. And I also made a new folder called OBJ demo. And so we still have this. So we still have this cloud of points that we don't know where the faces are. We're going to solve that today. And we're going to start with this idea that's what I was asking. That is, if you have a set of points, right? You can just keep on tacking them on on the same line. So if I want one on, say, I want over 2 up 4. And you keep them separated. And let's put one, so over 4 up 2. And recognize that they want a set of points in here. And we can edit this by turning on lines. That's what we're trying to do here. And of course, we want to close it off with the point that we started with, separated by a comma, of course. Alright, and what we're going to do with this is that when we export an OBJ file, so far we've been just using the raw vertex data, and then now we want to use the face data, which we can find this output. You can find it here. So as far as we're concerned, we're going to be looking for anything that starts with an F, and then we're going to be parsing just straight up these first values here. I forget the order, but the only numbers that we care about is the first number out of the entire slash. Right, and what we're going to do to begin with is I've already started doing this, which is rather than always banking on the fact that we have a fixed amount of data, that's not the case anymore. So I use this unpack feature. So this A is going to catch whatever this first element is, and then what's going to happen in the rest over here is going to catch whatever comes after, right? So I don't care if your face are triangles, quadrilaterals, and gons. I'm going to catch them all in this rest variable here. So this is it's still going to be an array, but this is going to be one single value. And so of course, if it's a vertex, we're guaranteed 3 points in here. Otherwise, it's an F. We're also now going to track the indices. So we're going to do we're going to push so currently, okay, this is going to get really abstract. So currently rest is an array with numbers with slashes in between. So we really just want the numerical version, because they come back as strings, of where each cell is split on its forward slash here. I want the first one out of it. Alright. Now the other thing that we're going to do is we need to change how we're doing this, because this will just simply give us one single ordered pair. So let's make another one called make a face, and we're going to need some points. And we're also going to need which indices we want to use. We can still use this format here where we just need several of them on one single line. And what I mean by that is say for each index, we're going to do indices. So now let's be consistent here. Think on the fly right now. Now V is going to be the index that we want in these points. So we want that to be format points at B here. Now what are we expecting points to be? We're expecting points to be an array that's guaranteed 3 long. So I want to spread them out like that. So this will unpack everything in this array of points here. And afterwards, we're going to want to, as you saw on my previous window, we want them to be comma separated, and this is what we're going to do. It's a fair warning, this is untested code, so the plan is to inspect the output in this out.txt file, and if anything looks off, we're going to go back and do some debugging over there. So we're going to return this. That looks fine. And then at this point, the entire file has been parsed. This data has been filled. So I want to comment this out, and I'm just going to print to the console and see what this gives. You know what? We need the index information as well. For I in, so this is going to be the key of the array. So this will give us values from 0 to length of array minus 1. So this is going to be for I in indices, and we're looking for first parameter is points, so we want points at I. and then we want indices. Alright. Let me run this. That is almost what we're looking for. But now we need to check out all these undefined values. So you can see that we have a bunch of F and T's in there that we don't want in there. But at least what did come out correctly is that we have these commas separating this closing parentheses here. So it looks like we need to go back and figure out what happened. Alright, so rather than boring you for the next however long it takes for me to debug this, I'm going to go find the bug in between recordings, and I'll let you know what happened. Alright, so it was two big things that need to be fixed. First one being that these vertex indices are one base. The way I found out was I was reading this thing here and it says invalid. It says something about index starting on 1, and then when I went back here, I noticed that I don't see any zeros anywhere. So there was that, and also we need to pass in the entire points in this library or the entire data set, so that it knows where to pick up the indices from as well too. And as you can see, the formatting looks good, and rather than putting them all into that, well, can't do anything if it's on the console unless you really want to try to copy and paste that. Make a results array, and we'll just dump that in there. And now we can write the output file. Looks good. Don't need to print anything to the console. Let's grab that. Don't need a demo anymore. And alright, they look like points. Why is that? It's because we need to go through all of these. Oh, you see that. We didn't close it. That's fine. It's a very simple fix. So we have a make phase here. Alright, so this ends in a parentheses. So we're going to add another comma. Going to be format points at that one over there is got double checking that. Unexpected token. That's closing this is closing that. Alright. And now if we turned on the lines in here, they close. So we do that same process for all these. This is also my first time seeing this. You can see that this object is begin to show what it looks like. So I'm going to enable all of these, and we'll jump back in and let's see what this thing looks like. Alright, so as you can see, I have enabled all the lines, and I've also made them all one color. You can make them whatever color you want. And I just want to address some limitations with this method, and that is, for one, by default, the points don't come connected, and also every time you make a new point, they assign you a new random color. So there's a bit of manual post processing, but uh, uh, this certainly saves a lot of the arduous process of trying to handcraft your own 3D models. Like if you don't know if you don't have much of a spatial sense like I do, you, as in I also don't have much of a spatial sense, so I did need some kind of automated way of porting in 3D models into here. So hope you benefited something out of this, and what's next? Well, first off, this script will be available in the description, and like last time, fork it first so that you can edit it, because they won't let you edit my original copy. So get one for yourself. If you don't have an account, it's very easy to create one. And also making this more perhaps portable, so you don't have to log into this thing, have two accounts running around, but instead I will put this somewhere that's where you can actually download it, and maybe press a button that's not run, and maybe a button to upload your OBJ file. See where I'm going here. Alright, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatnot, drop them in there. And again, if for those who voted for a 3D graph, this is it. If hopefully 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 you enjoyed something out of this, and if it wasn't something you're looking for, if you're looking for something completely different, please I want to see that in the comments. Say like, this is not what we're looking for. We're hoping for something more along these lines here. All right. All right. Other than that, hope you look at my calendar. Hope you have a nice, restful week. Stay safe out there, and of course, happy Thanksgiving.